Again, another project. I got myself a mill. It's an old manual mill and I already tore it completely apart because I want to restore it to be in well, better condition than it was. It's bottom part of the mill. It's now turned upside down because I need to do some work on this part. On this side, I will talk about this later. This is the base. So this part bolts on this, and actually underneath is this really big tray. Here inside you can see the pump for the coolant. Lots of buttons for operating everything. Old school electronics. Okay, here is the table. It has an automatic X direction movement. This is the motor for this. Inside is the gearbox. Here you choose the speed of this movement. You can actually see a really neat gearbox. All the ways. Now the table is a little bit chewed up because whoever used it in the past didn't really give a shit. But on top of this I will use a vise most of the times, so it will cover this and be mounted somewhere on the sides. This is the head and the motor. So actually underneath is the spindle where you mount all your tools. The lathe is the name of the company that produced it is Metalec Čakovec. It was actually produced in Čakovec, which is a city in Croatia. Now, back then, when this was produced, I don't know the exact year, it was all under Yugoslavia. So, a really old lathe. We can see maybe here also gearbox. Now it's all torn apart, but when it's finished it's gonna be a beauty. This is the main post. So this head sits, mounts on this, and you can also rotate it. And this sits on this post, and actually you use this wheel and this spindle threaded here on the side, so you can move this whole head up and down in the Z direction. As I mentioned, it has also cooling, so you can flood the part if you're milling something like stainless steel or something else. Now, what I want to do to make it more rigid, I want to fill this base with epoxy-based cement. I read that this is some, let's say, old tricks how to make these lathes even more sturdy or rigid. And also I will fill this post the same. In the middle is actually a small opening because all the electrical cables for this motor, for this, for the light, and there's also some switches that go back here. It's all going through this post. So I need to make a tube in the middle and after I pour in the cement, I will still have a hollow middle section, so I can put all the cables through this. And the cables are all going from this area here through this thing, and this is actually underneath here and going down. And also some of the cables are going left and right, and because of this I need to make a channel using this AC ducting for these cables, so when I pour in the cement I don't I don't close the holes. I also need to make some barriers here, so this part will not be completely cemented. Yeah, so another project, lots of work to do. Past 3-4 days I was just constantly cleaning this thing because it was really dirty, full of chips, oil, probably never cleaned before, so it will all get refreshed. I already polished this. This was completely like yellow or something like this. Now it looks much better. Cleaned many parts. This was also dented, so I managed to straighten this out. It was dented and the propeller was hitting it and making all kind of strange noises. This lamp cover is all dented, and I would think I will straighten this out and use it, but with an LED lamp inside, just to make it look more original.